My name is Edward Diath. I'm going to share with you how I am getting royally screwed by Dish Network and CenturyLink. It is my sincere hope that sharing the shoddy and possibly criminal way that I have been treated will better inform you so you won't be caught in the same traps. I've been a Dish customer for 5 years and a CenturyLink customer for over 20 years. I have no complaints with the products of either group, but at this stage, I'm appalled at the shoddy, scumbag account and billing practices of both, and I'm gravely concerned about the totally dysfunctional customer service groups. To be clear, I'm not just irate, I'm insulted, and I am disgusted. Here's why. 5 days ago, on October 20, I received a paper invoice in the amount of $204.61 from CenturyLink to cover the services from September 14 to October 13. Unfortunately, there was no contract in effect. My contract ended on September 13th. It was the end of a 2-year contract. Called CenturyLink to question the validity and ask if they could please give me a breakdown of the charges. Nigel in customer service explained to me that CenturyLink billed me for the time it took for them to port my phone from CenturyLink over to Choice, which happened to be 13 days. He also said that half of the bill of the 204, or more than half of the bill, was from Dish Network. And I'm saying, can't be. I have no contract with either of you. He refused to give me an itemized breakdown of the costs. I was put through to Supervisor Sam, whose employee number is 62477. We compared notes over the 12 to 15 days prior to and a few days after the initial contract ending on September 13th. We agreed on everything. We disagreed on one thing. He's telling me I owe the money and I have no choice but to pay it. I'm telling him, you paid Dish Network, why do you want the money from me? It's not my bill. Resolution, pay or else. You know what or else is, your credit rating goes up in smoke. I called Dish Network and I wasted another 60 minutes going through the same procedure with another customer service guy. It appears that Dish billed me $95 for a new HD install in my new contract. Unfortunately for Dish, the new contract I signed was called HD for Life. HD for Life included free install. It included upgraded DVRs. The only requirement was a 2-year contract and auto billing, which was enacted at the time of the new contract. He refused to let me speak to a supervisor. My recourse? None. They got their money. They didn't give a damn. Following is a chronological listing of the true facts. They are substantiated by electronic notes on the systems at both Dish Network and CenturyLink. In addition, all parties made recordings of said conversations. September 2nd, I called CenturyLink to see if they could match the services now being provided by Clear. They could not. I asked what the process was to sever my connections with CenturyLink. They said, notify us before the 13th, before the end of the contract. I asked about the unbundling. They said, notify us before the 13th. Also notify Dish Network. They are the two bundles you have to deal with. September 7th, I entered into a new 2-year contract with Dish Network under the HD for Life program. Upgrade DVR, free install. I agreed to the terms, 2-year contract, auto billing. September 7th, same day, I agreed to a 2-year contract with Clear to provide me with VoIP phone, internet, wireless, and remote. September 7th, I notified CenturyLink to cancel service on the 13th. End service on the 13th, completes my contract. Unbundle from Dish. New Dish contract effective September 9th. Advise that the port request of my home phone would be coming from Clear on the 9th. 4 days before the end of the contract. I canceled auto pay with CenturyLink effective immediately. I asked for cancellation confirmation. I was told, not policy, nor is it necessary. We're trustworthy. September 8th, I get the Dish upgrades installed. I get a 2-year contract signed, I have the new account beginning. September 8th, I signed a 2-year contract for Clear services. This was the VoIP, home phone, internet, and hotspot. The port request of the home phone was at that point relayed to CenturyLink. I was given a temporary home phone number to use while awaiting the port. I no longer had need of CenturyLink services. September 10th, Clear equipment arrives. September 11th, I installed the Clear equipment. September 12th, I tried to access my old Dish account. It was closed. That's the confirmation I needed. I was no longer using any CenturyLink services at that point. September 13th, the end of the contract, I called CenturyLink to confirm that my account is ending today, to confirm that they received the port request. Yes, on both accounts. September 17th through 20th, 4 ugly days. My home phone was not, the home phone port had not yet been completed. Made multiple phone calls to Clear and to CenturyLink. Clear had been told the port was not possible because of a third-party block. Turns out this is a total and absolute lie. I demanded a supervisor and finally got to the truth. Get this. Someone at CenturyLink decided to cancel my request to end services with them. How the hell do you do that? They apologized for causing the port delay, agreed that it was not the third-party block that caused the delay. They confirmed the auto-pay and that the final invoice would be no more than $15. Also on September 20th, I get a paper bill from Dish Network. They now enter back into it. Scumbag 2, here they are. They did not charge my Visa on the paper bill, as agreed in the contract. They also included charges of $24 for HBO Showtime. It's supposed to be $24 a month, free for 3 months if you take the auto billing, if you sign up for 2 years, which I did. The gal told me it was a Dish error and she could correct it, told me the original order indicated Visa auto pay, told me the original order conformed to the requirements of the 8D for Life package offer, explained the adjustment of the $24 and how it would be handled, and it would be reflected on my next bill. September 24th, I get the home phone ported, finally. Now I zip forward to October 20th and I get the bill from CenturyLink. The fight is not worth it. It's not worth it. They're holding me hostage. They're holding my credit rating hostage. I can't fight them. There's no benefits to me to fight them. They got me outgunned legally and financially. They don't have me outgunned in the truth. They don't have me outgunned in the facts. They've lied, they've cheated, and now they're going to steal from me. In a nutshell, Dish Network billed a closed bundled account, a dead account, for an installation fee that was contractually free and in fact covered under a new contract. They refused to discuss it any further in any manner because they have been paid by CenturyLink. CenturyLink demands that I pay prorated charges on the full package because the porting of my phone took 13 days, even though by their own words and actions, they are the sole reason it took 13 days. It was their lies. It was their manipulation. It was their seemingly illegal reinstitution of my rightful cancellation of services. Finally, there's a check here for $204.61 that is going to be mailed to CenturyLink on Monday, October 25th. I consider this to be theft, but I will pay it based on the perceived coercion and the ramifications I may face. If any of you have had similar negative experiences with these low-life corporations, send me an email outlining your problem. I'll leave the email address for you to reach me on screen for 20 seconds at the end of this presentation. I'm not willing to waste any time fighting these dirtbags. However, if there are a vast number in the same boat as me, I will forward all of the emails to the most effective legal firms who take action on behalf of a class of people. You can help by passing the YouTube link along to any and all forms of social networking you are involved in. And finally, to CenturyLink and Dish Network, I say, finger up, thumbs down.